broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Nobody said it was easy. Nobody said it, girl. It's such a shame for us to part. What is that? Harvey and Donna, get it together. Oh my God, they're killing me softly.
That was a good episode, you
Beautiful.
guys. Hopefully you felt what we felt. We had to switch it up today with our starting because that was amazing.
Yes.
We're here for another episode. Are we on episode 5? 4?
We are on episode 4.
4, yes. Okay, awesome. This was a beautiful episode. I'm your host, Stacy. I here for Suits. You guys tweet me live during the show at OneTakeStace on all social media. And I'm joined by my lovely co-host. Say your name.
Hello, everybody. It's Nicole Brajer. Good to be back on another beautiful, intense episode of Suits.
Stunning. Like, look, you kind of have tears in your eyes.
I know, girl, but as I mentioned last week, I'm going through some stuff, and I really can relate to this Harvey and Donna hardship, and I'm sure
they got me right at the end too. Like, I wasn't sure.
All she wanted was that.
Yeah.
She's been looking for that since since she left Lewis.
And the thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of the episode when they had a little bit of a tiff or Harvey like tossed, it was kind of rude to her. I was very over it because I was like, okay, this bickering, you guys have to figure this out soon. Harvey, when are you gonna get over it? Whatever. But I see it's stems from so much love and so much harbored love. They just need to be together at this point.
Can't wait.
You can't wait, right? She's like season 6. Man.
Yeah, I'm ready for them. I mean, it was so touching for him to finally recognize
who she's been to him.
How she's literally put him before her, and that's what love is. And it gets to a point where when you're not feeling that back from somebody, you have to take the time apart for that person to recognize how much you did put into the relationship, and it gives you time to recollect who you are. And I think that's what Harvey is doing. I'm so impressed with Harvey. I mean, he continues to impress us, does he not?
I think so. Oh my gosh, just like how sexy he was this episode, and like very suave with Lewis's sister.
She freaked out at the look back. We had to rewind the look back because at the end of that walk away, after he thanked her for 12 years.
12 years.
And it wasn't even just a slight one. Just a little eye corner peek.
I had a moment. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so we're going to run through the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it the same. Let me know if anyone's commenting. I don't have my laptop today, but I do have my cell phone, so please tweet me. So we start off with Harvey and Esther meeting, but not realizing who they are. And that was really cute to me because I was like, this is going to turn out to be something else. And they made very quick sexual references 12 seconds into meeting.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
It's funny. I just knew that there could, I don't know. Are we going to see her again, do you think? Do you think they had a connection?
You know what?
I'm wondering if we met her and that's it, or if they might have a thing, even though we've established that he loves Donna at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I don't think that's appropriate to bring her. I think bringing her back is fun. She's a great character. I loved her character, but I don't think bringing her back for Harvey. It's probably not possible just because the way she said goodbye, Harvey, at the end, and he said take care. Like, I don't really see, unless she's coming back to like mess with Lewis, which would be great.
Right.
Then please don't get with Harvey. We're trying to figure out if the therapist is going to come back in his life. You know what I mean? Like, we're not sure who's coming back. So
exactly. Yeah. Or we're trying to figure out him and Donna are finally going to say I love you
for real this time.
But that was Amy Acker from Person of Interest and Angel, and she was a great little addition to Suits.
I liked it.
She was definitely easy on the eyes. It was just too funny that she was Lewis's sister. And it gave us, I guess, like, not a different side of Lewis that we've seen.
Yeah.
But definitely it was fun to see him as a brother.
I wrote that down. Big Brother Lewis did not know he existed. Like, did not know. I love seeing him care and work, to make sure his sister was getting taken care of, except it was just so funny to see how they were introduced as a relationship. Little things he said about them, like Lits are never happy, or he's making jokes about that, or
I like how she corrected him.
Yeah,
like had that little like up on him. Was she older or younger sister? They didn't. I don't know if they said that.
What do you think?
She seems older than him.
That could work. That could work. I feel
she's married with a family and kids already, so I'm assuming she's a little older
because of the people hanging out with him to get to her.
Right,
that
a little older and a little wiser.
Right,
even though Lewis is super smart, but
there's certain things that they probably
stupidity from Lewis.
Exactly. So yeah, we see the way that Harvey handles the case very delicately, but there were some parts of the way he approached her that I was not sure about, when he was kind of not rude but very firm
upfront in the beginning.
Yeah, with the negotiations, like as soon as he realized who she was, and he was like, all right, I have to take this seriously, and he was very serious, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that was.
I mean, I wasn't really completely surprised with how stern he was with her, because that's how he is with all of his clients. I feel like when they first approach him, he's Harvey Specter, and he has to show how Harvey Specter is. Even though when he really first met her, that's not how he acted.
Exactly. Now he knows who she is. He's like, oh, she's a client. So I was very interested to see, I guess, the way he handled the case. I was very sad to find out that Esther's husband is a crap bag. Loved all those characters were awesome, by the way. They all played amazing characters. I really fell for her and hated him, just like I was probably supposed to.
Right.
So that was cool. Did you have what was your reaction to the way that they had their first interaction, I guess, when Harvey met the ex-husband?
Well, let's talk about what happened with Harvey.
Okay.
Because he was distracted in the conversation by Donna, but the reason why is because it hit home to him, hearing the two of them talk about their relationship and how, even though yes, he wasn't a great husband because he lied to her and he cheated her, lied about the medical school, lied about,
which really pissed me off. That was a really bad lie.
But what Harvey took from it was that they did have a relationship and a marriage together, made a family together, and there was a point where he held down the fort. And when it comes to relationships, it is a give and take, I guess you can say. And then when he looked to Donna, he was like, oh my God, it's kind of a similar thing. Like, even though I pay Donna through my account, right? Maybe this was going through his mind.
Right.
She also has given me her whole life. So what does the money matter? It's about, I guess, the principle.
And even when Donna said, you've treated me like a stranger, we used to be family, I finally put myself first. I was like, that should have made him understand, like, what's going through her head. Sometimes I get reminded when I see them bicker, like, how much it takes to be Harvey's assistant. It might not take that much for somebody else, who knows? But to be Harvey's assistant, loyalty, it's just so much more than coming in at 9 and leaving at 5. You know what I mean? And so seeing them to this episode, that's why we had to change the song, you guys. It was serious. Like, their relationship was very serious.
And that Coldplay song, those lyrics, they hit. It's such a good breakup song, if you will. Because I still am thinking that Harvey and Donna are in the middle, are in a break right now. It's a little breakup, even a little coming to find out why they mean so much to each other. And that's what breakups do sometimes for people. And you can reconnect, and that shows you have forgiveness, and you move on, really have love for each other, or you continue to go the separate way and see where it takes you. We didn't see the new assistant. We didn't see Gretchen. We didn't see Gretchen this episode, but it was not about that.
Yeah. I was gonna say it didn't take away too much, because I think we needed to see Harvey. Actually, Gretchen could have helped a little bit, because there were definitely some times he was, in the office and was going through whatever he was going through. But overall, it was nice to see Harvey handle his own. It was nice to see him. I love the cases where he really cares. I love those cases when he has to put in 110%. He has a genuine interest in the person and, wants to see them succeed. Just like when he helped that friend of his like give away his company or whatever a couple episodes ago. I love cases like that when Harvey has to deal with that. So I was cool with it. Esther's husband like really pissed me off when I found out about the medical that he never applied to medical school. I was like, wow.
Props to Rachel.
Yes.
She always finds the loophole.
Yeah, and
that's what I love about her.
I don't always expect it. Not that like Rachel's so good at her job, but I don't always expect her to like. Actually, that might be a lie because she's surprised me a couple times. Now I'm pretty much.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
convinced
get upset with Rachel sometimes.
I did get upset with her this episode, and we'll talk about it in a couple of scenes because she kind of annoyed me. Anyway, so yeah, overall, what did you think about the whole Esther case?
I loved it. I was so glad we got to see more soft sides of characters. You know, soft side of Lewis for his sister, soft side of Harvey for family, children.
I know.
You know, and then that made him realize things about love and Donna. You know, it just all goes back to Donna to me. But I loved it. I liked that we got to a divorce case too, because all the other cases, sometimes I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like too much finance, a little bring love into the mix. That always hits home for me, especially in my current situation.
I totally get it. Okay, so let's move into, actually, I just want to say I'm pretty sure Jessica was very proud of Harvey too, because I love when she came in and she was like, I like that. Let's see if you're actually a good partner. And he's like, I won't be.
She was like, probably not.
I know, but just wanted to like pat you on the head today. So I thought that was really cool.
Loved her dress in that scene too. Loved with the flowers on it. It was dark blue. She looks great in dark blue.
Every dress. She's so fabulous.
So great.
And it's funny because I wish Steven was here because I know he would back up the fact that she didn't really have a case this episode, yet she was like in everyone's office all the time. And it was kind of weird. I noticed it this episode, but it's great. She's the boss. So let's go into Mike and Zayn. And their whole fiasco. And Katrina was back this episode.
She's so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I love looking at her. I gotta look at her all day long.
And I love that she's back because now I don't hate her. And I really do cherish the relationship she has with Mike, which I kind of had a slight confusion. And I are they gonna kiss? What do you think?
I'm so confused by that relationship to this day.
Kind of random.
She tends to flirt a little with Mike.
Yes.
I mean, like we all flirt with good-looking friends, would you say? If you have a good-looking friend, you talk and it might come off a little flirty.
I would agree.
But it was so weird when they first brought her back in that first scene and she was like, Mike was like, you know I'm engaged, right?
Right.
I was like, why? But like she didn't come off right away to me like she was flirting.
No.
In the scene where she was wearing the red dress and Mike was like, you got to give me those clients' names. That's when like the beginning conversation was like, okay, she's being a little flirty. Yeah. And then it made me think prediction, like that. I don't know. If she stays,
don't you dare even say it.
Okay.
Don't even. Is Katrina?
I don't know. Do you ever think she could like make a move on Mike?
I think she could, but I think the Mike we know
wouldn't do that.
Would possibly would shut her down really embarrassingly. And I mean embarrassingly. Is that a word? Anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it wouldn't go well for her. Not because she's not fabulous, but because Mike's just so like
in love with Rachel.
I think. I don't feel like I'm scared by any means. But Katrina's hot. So, you never know.
She's super hot.
But I love seeing her in this episode. That was cool. So then we go into the Mike and Zayn case. And like Stephen and Lauren said last week, this is gonna blow up, and we all kind of said it. This is gonna blow up. Thank God this
did it blow up enough that you were like breaking a sweat over it?
No. It didn't blow up enough, but there were too many hints. You mentioned a great one. Do you remember what you said while we were watching, and he kept poking at the honest man thing?
Oh yeah.
What were you trying to say?
Well, he just keeps talking to and saying that Zayn or accusing of not completely being an honest man, and like going through stocks to make more money and. I'm just like, stop talking about being an honest man, because when he finds out that you aren't honest about who you are, you're so gonna get bit in the butt for that. Like, karma's a BIT, and we all know it.
That's what really made me sad, because it's crazy how many times he mentioned that integrity, honest man. I was like, wait, this is on purpose. So writers, I can tell that you want us to know something, because I feel like this is just gonna come back and not be tasty.
I'm so afraid for him.
Robert's gonna throw him through the mud.
You know what's so funny when you see a shot of them and Robert's so small and Mike is so tall.
Like it's
hysterical.
But you know what also was a really crazy scene that I saw. Do you remember when Mike and Rachel had a moment? This is at the end. Sorry to flip to the end. And he said, "Do you think our kid is gonna like talk about me like that. And she said, of course they will. And then she hugged.
And then
that
her face.
That face, she is scared.
Because she's marrying someone that is lying to a lot of people about who he really is. Period.
Oh my gosh. I saw her face and felt it for her.
It's not like he's lying to her, and it's a huge thing, and it's illegal, and it's scary, but he has a whole firm to back him up on it that get themselves out of every single case in our...
No, but the firm's not going to be in his marriage. The firm's not going to be with his in-laws. The firm's not going to be there when Robert Zayn finds out.
When shit hits the fan, if I can say that. Yeah,
that's because I'm sure Robert is smart enough to know. Jessica probably knows, and Harvey. I mean, it's going to be...
Well, Jessica knows, and then in that... before that scene, the last scene with Zane, Jessica, and Mike, and she's like, "You have no idea. Want to get a drink?"
She alluded to, "Hey, this is way more work than you think."
Yeah, you don't even know.
You have no idea, and I agree.
I feel like he should. I think we all have that prediction. He's gonna find out, but I would like. Wouldn't it be cool if he never did? Or do you want him to?
No, I don't want him to at all. I'm very freaked out by that episode. Because it won't be an episode. It'll be like 4 or 5, and I don't think I can handle. I genuinely am freaked out for how Rachel's gonna react. Mike, I don't know. Zane might. Who knows? We don't know what kind of Zane he's gonna. But from the Zane that he turned out to be this episode, I was happy because at the end they mended their relationship. Thank God.
But at the end. Pretty much we verified that Mike saved him.
Again, yeah.
And then,
but like accidentally.
Yeah. We were both a little like, wait a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't really even know, I'm talking about Mike, that he saved him.
Well, yeah, because Jessica, another thing Jessica got involved in, which was really funny, he said something to Jessica that made her do some extra research on her end, and that's how she came and kind of rescued him through something Mike said. So it was indirectly, but yeah, basically my issue with their relationship this episode was I know they were tackling a case, and I respect both of them as lawyers and partners, but I did not appreciate how many times freaking Mike stormed on Zane. Like, he's really a stormer. He stormed into Jessica's office. He stormed into, and I'm like, dude, you're not at the level to be storming in on people just yet. I love Mike. I'm always defending him, but it was a lot.
It was very...
Is anyone agreeing with me?
It was very ballsy that Mike used the word ballsy, period. You know, like, it was like, how did he have the balls to do that?
Right.
I didn't understand.
He said, if you have more balls, we'd get more money. I was like, whoa, that's inappropriate. What's everyone saying online? They agreeing, not agreeing?
They think that Rachel's pregnant.
What?
Yeah, the fans think Rachel's pregnant.
In real life?
When she made that face, I thought she was pregnant. Oh, wait, are we just talking about the actress? I don't know. They're all confusing me. Hold on a second.
Because I'm like, wait, you guys, we haven't even seen them have sex yet.
Jessica has no power anymore.
Jessica has no power. You guys, it's not true. Are we?
Oh man, these people are hysterical. I don't even know where they're getting off right now. They're talking about basketball players. Maybe we're returning back to last week's episode.
Okay.
But honestly, after I read that pregnant comment, when she made that face, I thought she was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah, for a second, and then I thought, okay, no, she's just freaking out because of
he's not
who Mike really is.
Yeah, actually, now that you said that could be both, because they were talking about a kid. She could be actually having a kid. Whoa. Okay, didn't think about that.
Look at that.
Didn't think about that, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, that would add a good spin there.
I would not like if Rachel. She hasn't finished law school. Like, the girl's like unsteady right now.
But
she would. I feel like she wouldn't get to tackle what she wants.
Remember
to do.
what I said in one of my predictions? I said I think Rachel's not going to finish, and something's going to happen with her career, and being pregnant could.
But do you think is Rachel the type to be like, not that she has to be a stay-at-home mom or anything, but do you think she's the type to like give up on that maybe? Because I mean, to be a mom for at least
I don't think it's giving up. I think it's putting it on pause.
Okay, putting it on pause. I can deal with pause, but I don't know what clothes she's gonna be wearing during pause, and I'm really obsessed with her wardrobe right now. Anyway, that's another story. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about Mike and Zane and what you thought about the case overall. Did you feel like this was another Mike, because Michael's really hard for certain clients, especially when they hit home for him. Did you feel like it was just a hit home situation? Did you really want to root for Mike?
I was rooting for him a little bit. I mean, I understand why he wanted more money for everybody. Absolutely. But I understood Jessica's point that the world is a money hungry eating world. And it's, especially in these times, if we're up in these times, like, it's just not the way that it's going to go down. And she lied out the facts, like point A, B, and C, about like how many different parties were involved. So, you know, I just felt like Mike's not going to win this one. He's working with two badass, hard lawyers who have been in the business longer than him, and it's their call.
I agree. And I think it's interesting. Like, I hope Mike learned something from working with them, because this was a huge case, very interesting case. Cool to see Robert Zane's work ethic. Did you think he went behind Mike's back too many times?
I don't know if Zane completely trusts Mike yet.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't know if trust is the word I would go with. I think he respects him overall.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he takes, like, I don't think they're not
But
on the same
he got
level.
it. But he got him out of two things.
Mike
Got Zane out of.
Yeah. And he hasn't really.
So Mike proved himself as a good lawyer and a good guy to work with.
Exactly.
But I don't know if Zane is completely satisfied with him yet.
I don't think he will be, because he's Robert Zane.
Yeah.
And he's big time. And he said it. I've been practicing this before you could breathe.
Yeah.
So I get that you're upset, little guy, but I call the shots. And in that scene, I was like, how do I feel right now? Because I did understand where he was coming from, but I don't know. I wanted Mike to be treated equally. I definitely did. But I didn't appreciate how many times Mike stepped to people in such a, like, you know,
too much
really aggressive way. Yeah, like, it just, I don't know, reminded me of a Mike that, like, I really just used to roll my eyes out a little bit, because I'm like, Mike, you're not even listening. Like, I know that you want to help these people, I love it, but you're not listening. So I don't know.
And then that's what gets Mike in trouble.
Right.
And I had a feeling, I thought it was going to be this episode where he was going to get in trouble, but
that would be sucky.
But it was taken care of by Jessica a bit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like we both just said, I'm pretty nervous for when he finds out, and yeah, just a little prediction with Mike. I don't know. Maybe Mike and Katrina might
do something.
I don't know. Maybe Rachel's pregnant, or maybe Zane's gonna find out sooner rather than later. I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I'm just glad that next episode we're gonna see Harvey in court.
Yes.
It's time for, like, a case where we see Harvey, like, be the Harvey we love.
Exactly.
But, like, let's still touch on this Harvey, and this case, I loved it.
I love this case. Absolutely. I really want to touch on Rachel coming to her father's defense. What did you think about that scene? That's the scene I got mad at.
You got mad at her. Why?
Yes. Okay. So I love Rachel. I love, you know, who she is in the show, and the way she shows support. But sometimes she pops up, and I get it. It's like she just happened to be walking by, but, like, no, you weren't. And she's very nosy sometimes, and that really irritates me. Like, just when she told Mike, you know, you shouldn't have taken this case, stuff like that. It's like, Rachel, you don't have to speak up about everything. And I love that she came in his defense, but the way she did it was so, like, my father isn't a liar and blah, blah, blah. And, like, you're the one doing it and you're coming at me. I'm like, Rachel, this has nothing to do with you, though. Like, he's, you know, because let's say Robert Zane wasn't an honest man. We don't know. We have to go through these scenes to find out. You know, so we were proven that, yes, he's still Robert Zane and we still love him. But I needed that scene to make sure. And she was kind of ruining it with all that upsetness. But, you know, I'm a daddy's girl, too. I get it, girl. Okay. What'd you think?
Her dad being who he is and his legacy, I understood her defense, and, like, don't call my dad a fraud, or, you know, fraud, liar, whatever the term would be, because you're not even giving him the full chance that I need you to. And for me, do this because I'm your future wife. Like, obviously, you shouldn't lay that out, shouldn't have to, but I don't know. It didn't bother me too much. I mean, I get your point, but I understand.
Yeah, I was freaking out.
I didn't expect that. All of a sudden, I was like, wait, where does she come from? Because I thought, like, Mike and Jessica were handling, like, the outskirts between Zane and Mike.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm just like, okay, listen, when you pop up out of nowhere, I can't take you seriously, because I'm like, where did you come from?
Some of the fans say that Mike was disrespectful and inappropriate. He should have known his place, and that's what Zane was saying to him. Even if Mike ended accidentally saving him. And Fun says that she's marrying a liar who's calling her dad a liar. I mean,
that's a great way to put that. That's the scariest thing. Like, I feel like we're supposed to pay attention to the fact that he said honest, integrity, and several other words in that, era that are going to blow up in a couple episodes, because it was just too much talk about integrity and being a good person or a good guy or being honest. And I was like, this is not good.
Yeah, it's only gonna end. This is only gonna end badly, Michael. I thought Jessica called him Michael for a second today.
No,
but she said Mike. I was like, wait, did she say Michael? I don't even know if that even matters.
I was
like, full name status.
Right,
It's
that's a lot. I love that. Okay, so just to touch back on Lewis handing over his sister to Harvey in terms of the case.
That must have been really hard for him.
Right.
But maybe he was also... Wait, she mentioned that he writes about Harvey in his diary.
No, she was talking about an old person.
Like Harvey?
Somebody back in his past that he used to do the exact same thing for. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
Who is?
I felt for him at the end, though, a little bit when he said that, the cool kids, only used him to get to his sister and, kind of, compared Harvey to the cool kid that, still keeps him around.
Right.
I mean, that just was too funny.
But the thing is, I think hopefully the way they ended this episode is the way that we can continue other episodes, that they will have this fuel on the down low. We'll be done with it. We can relax.
Yeah, because I think most of us are over it. We want to see Harvey in action, take on a case, maybe see Lewis go and take on a case.
Maybe get a new cat.
See the lawyers be lawyers and stop bickering in their own office.
Yes.
We're over it. So please, give us some cool cases. One of the fans said they're happy to have an enemy back next week, and so are we, because it's time. It's time to, let's see the firm work together and really, kick ass.
Yeah, exactly. Be spicy. I love it. And
with a little bit of, Rachel and Mike drama. Or Donna and Harvey is what I always prefer.
Exactly. See, I'm a Rachel and Mike fan. Though.
You are. I'm so pro Donna Harvey. Let us know who you are.
Exactly. You guys should tweet us right now. Tell us if you're more of a Donna Harvey. Are you a Rachel or Mike? Make sure you're subscribing to our channel. Make sure you are telling other people to watch it live. We're here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And it's amazing to be with you guys. So make sure you're giving us 5 stars. Check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, all that good stuff. We love hearing from you guys. You guys are awesome. So just had to make sure I talk to the fans for a second. Let me see. What was your favorite scene this episode?
My favorite scene was the last scene.
Oh, duh.
We already know. I'm so sorry. It was just so beautiful. Yes. I loved it. And I'm a sucker for some Coldplay.
Love it.
It just kills me. But I guess besides that, I like to see Katrina back. I think it's going to add something. We didn't expect that. Nobody expected. I think we forgot. That she worked for Zayn now, and I want to see Rachel and her interact. I thought we were going to see a scene with them, and we didn't. And I was like, damn, because I want to. Do they have beef? They have beef?
They had beef, and that's why he said you owe Rachel, and he was like, shit, and they did their funny thing, which I love that y'all brought that back, because that happened whenever Katrina was there last, maybe a season ago, 2 seasons, I don't know. So
hashtag Darby.
Cute.
Everybody's hashtagging Darby.
Oh my gosh, you want him back? You guys, y'all want it serious.
Yeah.
I love that Katrina was back, and I'm hoping to see her for another episode or 2. I would not mind that at all.
Someone said Marvy. Me and Harvey ditto on Marvy. I'm like, I wish that there could be clones of him, and we could all each have a Harvey of our own.
I know, I love that. I love the scene when they were talking about verbal contracts, and I got really freaked out because I didn't realize how serious they were. If I say, Nicole, I'm giving you $50 next week because whatever, and then next week you're like, you told me, and I'm like, I don't have it. You can sue me?
Guess so.
That's inappropriate.
I said
I don't have it. What the heck?
Well, you said you did, girl.
And that's the thing. When they talked, when Esther even had to discuss giving her husband half after he cheated on her, I was like, oh, right. This is ridiculous.
Let's talk about what she settled with.
Yes.
You were like, I get it. And I was like, no.
Right. Yeah. You said you didn't even think she should sign it.
I understand the point, because my parents split up, but they split up when me and my brothers were adults. So maybe when we were kids, it would have been a little different. It would have been less but when there are children involved, I understood why maybe she rethought, okay, fine, an extra $1 million or whatever is
$3 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
But to get on an level playing field, and move forward and have a huge weight taken off your shoulders if you have the money, because you're not trying to fight tit for tat and say, oh, well, you cheated, so you don't deserve this, and just like clean the.
Could you do that though?
If I had the money,
okay,
and I needed to breathe and move on and be happy with my life and keep some kind of civil, terms with my ex, then I guess so.
Okay.
Because of the kids.
Yeah, I think the fact that Harvey said that sentence, it's, there's more to life than money. I thought that was really beautiful, especially coming from Harvey. I appreciated the fact that she signed it off, and I love that she listened to her lawyer and blah, blah, blah. But I was definitely heartbroken when she had to give away 25%. It wasn't about the money. It's more, to me, about principle. Like, he doesn't deserve anything, to be completely honest. I know he
didn't.
And Harvey said, I know you don't think he gave up everything for you, but he thinks he does. And I'm like, well, this is interesting.
But was that a point that he didn't think that Donna gave up for everything for him, or he was just saying, like I was
didn't
like,
think about it like that.
But I don't think
it better not be.
Because at the end he showed us, he just realized that, she did give up a lot for him, and all she's been looking for is that acknowledgement. That like the last 12 years have been about him.
Yes,
and like now it's time for her.
Yeah,
and for him to maybe realize that and support that, because he does love her.
Yes. And I think you said it, you hit it on the nail with the word support. Harvey, just support Donna. That's really what we need, and that's what we learned from this episode. I think from here on,
her face was so cute. She was just so happy.
Like, wow, thanks, Harvs, or whatever they call each other.
Yeah.
Maybe something else, maybe sweet cheeks or
something. Someone says that they think that the ex-husband deserved the money.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
Because he took care of the kids while she wasn't around. For how long were they married?
But I don't get it. Like, you were being a father. You didn't do anything you weren't supposed to do.
Right.
That, to me, like, I don't know. I haven't experienced this, so I don't really know what it's like in the room or divorcing or whatever. Because it's like, I guess the thing is, like, when a very wealthy man is divorcing a woman, she always gets something. So I guess turn it around, it's fine. And I didn't think about it like that necessarily, but to me, it's like, he's saying he didn't work and do anything. So like, why does he need her money?
Yeah, what fun saying the guy stayed home in a subservient role to allow her to make it, but lied about the staying at home.
You did it because you knew she was gonna make it. But maybe I'm doing the most. Okay, I can get that point for sure. But I just wish if he didn't cheat, I'd probably be a lot more lenient on this. But cheated, and I'm still giving you
this
money.
Is what people say though about cheating. And I'll tell you what, people cheat for reasons of their own, not because of the other person, and not because he's trying to hurt the other person. Mm-hmm. His own faults that he didn't share with us, and we didn't get to know why he cheated. Maybe because he was an insecure person, and the fact that he was a stay-at-home dad and he wasn't working and he was lonely because she was out building a business, and he strayed. I'll give him that. It's wrong. Okay. He said, I made a mistake, and he owned up to it.
Did you feel he was sincere when he said that?
I just felt like he was in a situation where you're in an office at a law office talking about your divorce. It's probably really hard to come off like sincere when you have that much pressure on you and you're just like over it and you just want to get past it. And 20% to him was a low bargain to begin with. Right. So, I mean, the fact that it jumped up to 25,
$3 million more dollars.
It says something.
Yeah, it said a lot to me. I was very proud of all the parties, especially when they went home together.
Okay,
Esther was very forward.
She said that they didn't sleep together.
No, I don't think they did.
I think they did. Let us know.
One night. That's so. Harvey would be such a like. Harvey would be really like kind of scantly if he slept with her after she just signed divorce papers.
Hey, well, she asked him to take her home.
She did, and I was like, that better mean in that nice car, and that's it.
I thought it meant the other thing.
Especially because he was like, you're not my client anymore. I was like, so you can't give you a ride?
No, that meant having sex to me.
I feel like I'm not supposed to give you a ride because we're like I don't know what it meant, but you guys definitely tweet us or comment and let us know what you think. Any other scenes, or do you want to jump into predictions?
Well, we covered the Rachel's face at the end, and maybe
other things.
I mean, we really
I love when
covered it.
Lewis found out that Esther's brother cheated. I love that he was, again, like seeing him as a big brother this episode was really cool because he's a family guy.
Tim Meadows said he was tapping that all night. It meant sex.
No!
Everybody, if she sees that Harvey, Lewis, and his relationship are pretty much done, but Lewis doesn't ever have to find out.
Yeah, I guess, because she's probably not coming back. But still, that's kind of weird.
They just had wine, hopefully. Actually, Dalal, it was whiskey or bourbon or scotch, whatever they drank. That was not wine.
This is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Either way, bourbon, wine, gets me going.
Right.
Well, I mean, he promised Lewis that he wouldn't sleep with her.
I don't think he did, honestly. I think Harvey's an honest man, and we have to honest-esque. So
Esque.
yeah, honest-esque. So I think we're good with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, one to wish, or I don't know what the say.
Right.
Well,
one could dream.
One could dream.
Gotcha.
Yeah, one could have a little
I'll let you have
fantasy and
that.
get, just to hope that they did it. I'm
Okay.
just ready to see Harvey do it with someone. I'm just like,
Scotty wasn't enough?
No. I need
You aren't feeling that.
I need the fiery redhead or Lewis's sister. Scandal. I need a little scandal. I like that.
Oh, what if... No, I'm not even...
Say it.
I was going to say Jessica.
Jessica and Harvey?
How would that make you feel?
Horrible.
Okay, good.
That's too dominant. It's
feel
like it's almost like two lions. It's like watching them go at it, and it's just kind of like,
this is tacky.
Yeah, no,
I wonder what
yeah,
Lauren's
I don't know
would
about
think.
that.
That is so funny. Let's go and jump into predictions.
Prediction.
And now,
Can we
your
quickly-
AfterBuzz
I need
TV
someone to tweet me some, huh?
predictions.
I'm seeing this comment that I wrote. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, did we get to the second condition? Remember how Harvey said there's two conditions, Lewis?
No, he never said it.
So maybe
That
we'll
was
find
funny
that out later.
but who knows?
Unless when he approached him at the end, did he not mention the second one?
he just said like I want it. What do you mean? When Harvey came to Lewis?
Yeah, at the end, and he said like.
I think he was just calling like a truce.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was
Okay.
just a truce. So like, no more conditions, no more fighting, no more anything. Let's just move on.
Someone said I'd rather have Harvey go to a strip club than tap Jessica. Wait, why though? Jessica's hot.
She is hot.
She's
but
no stripper status.
Right.
What does that even mean? Dalal.
Right. We are talking to you. You can tell us what you mean during predictions. What are you thinking for next week?
Well, Nicole Reitnor said that Amy Acker has a recurring role.
Oh, awesome.
So we're going to be seeing Lewis's sister again.
Yes, thank you.
That's awesome. She'll be back, especially if he banged her. I agree. I think they banged.
That is
My predictions for next week. I'm so excited to see Harvey punch someone in the face over a Donna comment.
Love that.
Donna is the I had a little thing I said last week. I said Donna is the something for the season of Suits. What did I say?
Oh yeah, you said it last week.
The pulse.
Yes.
So she was the pulse of the season.
I love that.
But she is. She's keeping the blood. Everyone's blood flowing.
I agree. Everyone is. It still goes back through Donna, even if it has nothing to do with her. So yes, love that.
Right.
I'm super pumped to see Tanner back. I hate Tanner, but I love him and Harvey go at it, and it's like a whole another thing. I love them. So it's cool to have his rival back. What do you think the case will be about, or what do you think they'll be?
I couldn't even predict the case. I just am excited to see them in court. Like I said, I predict I don't know what could arise from having him back.
Exactly.
In terms of the firm. Like causing drama, because it should cause some kind of drama in the firm.
Right.
As it always does. I feel like you would be better at that prediction than me.
I honestly, I threw it to you on purpose because I have no idea. Whatever it is, I feel like it might have stemmed from the past. Maybe it's an old thing coming back to life. Maybe it's something we forgot about. Just because every time Tanner comes back, he brings back some piece of the past that we didn't know about Harvey, and I love that. So I don't know. Whatever it is, I see that Harvey and Mike are going to work together, and I'm pumped. And I see that Donna is going to be Pulse. She's going to be the heartbeat next episode. Yep. I can already tell because somebody's getting punched.
That's great.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
So the panic. Yeah, we're probably gonna see the therapist jump back in.
Hopefully.
Like maybe more panic attack. We didn't surprisingly see one this episode chilling. Because he was having a clear mind about who he has been and with Donna and how. So like, I feel like Harvey almost got a little bit of a breath of fresh air this episode too. You know, like a little weight was lifted off his shoulders as well.
Especially at
working
the
with
end.
Lewis's sister, she had a weight lifted, and so did he.
Yeah.
And that's why there's going to be a little chemistry between them still, because they both helped each other out
Yeah.
in their relationships.
I don't know how to feel. I just feel like Lewis is gonna blow up.
What if Tanner were to find out Mike's secret?
Who suggested that?
SM Down H9 on
You
YouTube.
are a very smart individual. That is a really.
But how would he?
Tanner is schemy. Like,
Yeah.
he is such a snake, and he loves to bring that firm down. That is extremely
Does Katrina know
possible.
about?
She doesn't.
Interesting.
She wouldn't take it well.
You don't think so?
No, I really don't. I was like, no. She wouldn't like destroy him, but she just would.
Be upset
Yeah,
with him?
she'd have a lot to say. I can tell. Wow, what if Tanner
Maybe
finds out?
I want
Mike's
Katrina
secret?
to find out now.
I want the secret to die. Like, I mean,
will never die.
It's an amazing cliffhanger, but it really freaks me out because every time someone meets Mike and he goes off at the mouth, I'm like, Mike, stop talking. Somebody's gonna know. You know what I mean? And they're gonna come back for you. So I don't know. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for them all. I feel like if Tanner finds out, that would be the best episode ever. That's all I'm gonna say.
You think so?
I do, because he's crazy and this could be terrible. So
Well,
until then.
so excited for
Until
next week.
next
This
week.
season is great.
It's going amazing.
There have
Season
been
5.
these episodes that, you know, we were a little disappointed with the whole back and forth. Harvey Lewis were over it. Like,
Yeah.
fine, we had to somehow close
Get
it
it out the
out.
way.
Closing it out
Right.
with Lewis's sister and a divorce. Great job on the writer's part.
Nice, right? We like
I like
snapping. Nice.
yeah, I really liked it.
I love that.
Someone thinks that he wouldn't crack that case. I guess he was referring to Tanner not being able to crack the case about Mike.
Of Mike. I mean, Tanner. I'm not saying Tanner's like the smartest.
They would have to kill
but
him off. Who knows?
That would not make me mad at all, because I mean, it would be a scary, fun episode. But then I just can't start eating kettle popper again. I'm trying to calm down. Anyway, where can everyone keep in touch with you throughout the week? Until next
guys,
week.
it's been awesome. You can keep in touch with me at Nicole Brajer on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. You can catch me here doing Secrets and Wives. It's a new show on Bravo about the Long Island Housewives. Pretty funny. We just did some interviews. We had people in studio yesterday, so check that out. And you can also check me out on YouTube covering another Cannabis Cup next month.
Love that.
Love it.
Love that.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Thank you
awesome.
guys again for tuning in. This was such an amazing episode. We love hanging out with you guys. So make sure you keep in touch with us. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeStace. And keep in touch with us again next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. We'll be right here.
See ya. Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.